Here we are. Oh, some goodies. And canned rest. So then, it's time that I told you a little story. I don't tell wholesome stories often. I'll let you decide whether or not it is. It was about a woman that I had dated once, and also about a meme that I've seen once. It's a picture of a rather tough-looking guy. And at the top of the image, it says, "I'm going to cook your family." At the bottom, it says, "the most memorable meal they've ever had." Once when I was dating a woman, she, like many others, betrayed me. Even accused me of breaking out her new boyfriend's window on his truck. I would never. The others insisted that I couldn't have. I was sitting right between them the whole time. But it was potentially many days, or many weeks, before that point, that I can't remember precisely how it began. I think that her daughter had complained that she was hungry and that they hadn't eaten that day, and it was after midnight, and the only thought that went through my head was, holy shit, you haven't eaten all of today? Well, neither have I. So I speak up, and I say, well, I can go take care of that. Her daughter immediately starts going on with a very long list of, things that she wants from the Taco Bell of all things. Just, I want a gordito and a chinchilla and a nacho plate and this and that and the other, and it's like, whoa, 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 slow down. I don't have that kind of money. Her mother immediately pops up with, "You won't tell my daughter what she will and will not eat. She's blah, 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 blah." And it's just like, whoa, both of you, chill out for a bit. That's not even what I was suggesting. Well, then what did you have in mind? Like, well, I was planning on just going to the Walmart. Mind you, at this point in time, it was a 24-hour establishment, unlike these days. And picking up something. Oh, what are you going to get? I don't know. How about bratwurst and potato salad? Well, we won't eat it. Do you have dietary restrictions? Oh, no, it's not that. It's just I don't think that... And it's like, okay, well then no worries. I'm gonna go pick up stuff. Well, I need to go with you. It's like, whoa, I don't think so. I'm just gonna be up there inside of the store for 5 minutes. You'll slow me down. She starts having a bit of a tissy fit about it. No reason why I'm not dating her anymore. But she started having a tissy fit, and it's just like, chill out, I'll be back. I leave, go to the store, get what I'm going to get. What was it? 6-pack of bratwurst, can of German potato salad, can of sauerkraut. Come back with it. She insists that she's gonna cook it because she doesn't think I can cook. And it's just like, I picked this up because I wanted to cook. Let me do it. Well, I don't think that you can. This, that, and the other. And it's like, have faith. Just sit down for a minute. Well, don't do this, and don't do that, and don't do the other, and don't, for God's sake, don't try to put the sauerkraut into the pan, and you're going to make a whole bunch of pans, and I don't want to be washing a whole bunch of dishes. And it's just like, chill out. All I need is one pot for the potato salad, and one skillet for the sausages. I go about cooking them, and I'm looking through her pantry trying to figure out, do you have anything in the way of spices? And I don't remember if I managed to find garlic powder or onion salt, but I managed to find, what I remember I found was a container of red pepper flakes. Well, here you go, you got some spices, I'm going to use this. Don't do that, it belonged to my ex-husband, and I don't like it, and no one else likes it. No one will eat it, because it'll be too spicy, and it's just like, chill, I'm only using a sprinkle, just enough for flavor. I put literally a dash of it into the pan, continue to cook the sausages. She's freaking out that I'm not cooking it on a high enough setting. And it's just like, just chill out. It'll be okay. Just chill out. I go ahead and finish cooking. I'm getting ready to dump the sauerkraut into the pan after I've drained most of the liquid off of it. She freaks out. No, 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 you're not putting that on anything that's gonna touch, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, okay, well, I go ahead and serve everyone their sausages real quick and let them start dishing out potato salad. Their son is being a little on the slow side. I dump the sauerkraut into the pan, use it to deglaze the pan quickly. Oh, I brought all these with me. Whatever, I'll use them. But I'll stick them down below first. I don't need them in my inventory. No, 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 that'll slow me down. I need a pick. Did I bring a pick with me? Okay, thank God I did bring a pick with me. I start deglazing the pan. Everyone decides that now that I've finished deglazing the pan that the sauerkraut actually does look good and they actually will have some of it. Well, I notice that her son's not really doing anything. You know, he's got his plate and he's got his sausage on it, but he hasn't sat down to go and eat or anything else like that. And, no, for clarification, I think that he was in the kindest words possible, I think he was a bit of an autist. And, I go ahead and help him. Here, would you like to have a spoonful of the German potato salad? It's rather good, and I kind of like the juice from it, because it's rather sweet. She's going on the whole time about how I shouldn't do this, and how I shouldn't do that, or the other, and blah blah blah, and I shouldn't be overbearing. And it's just like, I think I can handle him. She starts going off because the way that sounds like I'm just going to be berating him, and it's just like, oh my goodness, please chill out. So I've given him a spoonful of the German potato salad. I go to give him a spoonful of the sauerkraut. His mother's arguing. I ask him, certainly you would like to have just a spoonful. I can put it over here where it's not touching anything else. He nods, yes. So I give it to him. I notice that he's, sitting down now, and I've served myself a bowl of food. And he's not really doing anything other than just kind of poking at it. So I go ahead and crouch down next to him, and I've brought over a knife because I plan to slice up my sausage. I ask him, first of all, is it okay if I cut up your sausage for you? He's a big boy. He can do that on his own. I repeat my question. Is it okay if I cut up your sausage for you? I know that it's rather hot right now, and if I cut it up for you, it'll cool down a lot quicker. He nods, so I do it quickly. I bring over the mustard. Don't try to give him mustard. He doesn't like mustard. I ask him, is it okay with you if I put just a blob of mustard on your plate? You don't have to touch it if you don't want it. It's good for the color. Plus, the sausage itself is rather cloying, I say. Something like this is nice and bright and lively, and it'll help change up the flavors just a little bit. He nods. I say, okay, I'm going to put it over here on your plate where it's not touching anything. And then I basically, from that point on, ignore the kid and go about my own business, just eating my food about as quickly as possible. I didn't bring a slab. Bring myself a slab. I glance up for a brief moment while I'm eating. The kid's actually eating his food. I don't pay attention. Apparently his parents were rather overbearing. is what I come to the conclusion of. Afterwards, when I'm done eating, I'm still kind of hungry, and I go to eat the last sausage, basically announcing my intent first, and quickly his mother grabs up the last sausage and tosses it to the dog, laughing. And it's just like, oh, that's a mean move that you just pulled on me. Whatever, I go ahead and let it slide. I start gathering up plates to clean them. And just like every step before it, she jumps in to say, no, 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 you're not going to do that. I'm thinking to myself, what in hell's name have you got against me cleaning the damn plates? She starts saying that because you cooked and you went shopping, there's no reason why you should have to clean the plates too. She'll do it. She and her roommate will do it. And instead of cleaning the plates, what she goes about doing is basically just filling up. Oh, wait, I have to place it against the bottom side. Filling up the sink with suds and proceeding to say, I will clean it in the morning. It needs to soak first. So I basically just wait until she walks away and go clean them myself because, let's face it, they didn't need to soak. I had already deglazed that pan. The only thing that could possibly... I can't survive this fall. How do I do that from the bottom side? Ah, obviously. I detect issues in my future. I basically wait until she wanders away and just go clean the plates myself. Damn you. I can't get low enough, can I? And now I've screwed myself over. Hum. How do I do this? How do I do this? I could just leave it. Ah, God. Ah, God. And then, of course, afterwards, I pulled up on my phone that meme, showed it to her, of the rather rough-looking guy. I'm gonna cook your family. The most memorable meal they've ever eaten. She almost cried. Said yes, it was. He's never eaten a meal in his entire life. And I just kind of had a bit of a laugh about it almost, without laughing, and just explained I was the exact same when I was his age. I told you I knew how to handle him. But alas, things didn't work. Things never do. I'm sure that you're not surprised why after hearing the whole story. So, was that wholesome? The meal was. I'll be busy. Take care. Ah, I almost forgot to say the last little snippet from the story. The portion of it that makes me laugh even to this day. Because this portion I probably didn't see until maybe 5 years, 10 years later. I can't remember. Time is funny for me. But it was on the TV show about doctors titled House, about a young man or a young lad who apparently was suffering from eye worms. And I do believe that the actor was playing the part of an autist. And, the good doctor, of course, goes through the trouble of figuring out, what precisely did you manage to get yourself into that got you into this predicament. And, basically uses pictures. And then, at the end of it, his father's just surprised. How did you manage to get the information out of him? And, the doctor goes and lets him know, you don't speak autist. which is one of those deals where I don't know if I'm autistic. I doubt it. Although I won't hate you if you call me one. But I most certainly was a picky eater when I was a child. I didn't want anything touching anything, and I would just poke and push at my food, especially if I was being given too much attention. And I have to admit that simply learning from my own experience and just taking action based on what I knew would work was enough. Oh yeah, that gets me down on the bottom side here. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh, I feel that. Can you feel it? Unlike many things, this doesn't tear up my guts nearly as badly. Maybe an awful story, but it's also a good one.